Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in last video we have talked about the APIs that we built. So I discussed how we can create get API, post API, and put API. So this video will be all about patch and delete. So before starting, I want to recap what we have done till now. So I built two URLs, and the first one is for get and post, and the second URL is for put method, because in put method we need ID to identify which node we want to update. So that's why I created a separate URL for it. And for get and post, this same URL will work because these URLs are attached with same view. You can see nodes API view both. We have a test same view here. So if we can go inside it, we can see inside this same class we have different APIs. So in URLs, we just need to give the same class, and whatever method we are going to hit on these URLs using our API client, that method will be called inside view. So for example, if we hit get method in this, the get method will call. If we hit post method on that same URL, on the first URL, it will call this post method. And if we hit this ID URL with patch method, put method, or delete method, these functions will be called. And you can see here also we have ID. So this was what we have done till now. So now we'll start with this three methods we have already defined in previous video. If you have not watched it, I will suggest you to go and watch it before, so that you can get a clear understanding of what we have done till now. So let's start with this patch method. So we have to update the nodes partially. So it is very similar to put method. We need to just get the nodes object. So not nodes, it's a singular entity, so we can write it node object. So I have written a query here, nodes.objects.get, and I am writing a ORM query here to get that node which we have to update. And now we can use that node serializer. So we need to create a serializer, and inside that serializer, first I'm going to use node serializer because I want to update node, and we need to pass the node object here that we have fetched right now, and we need to pass the data that we are going to update with. So we need to write request dot data, and one more parameter that I want to pass here is partial equals to true, because we all know that this is a patch method, and in patch method we can update a model partially. So we don't need to pass all the body, all the data. For example, in node object, in node serializer, we can see we have title, content, and these two objects. So in patch method we can update any of these fields. It is not necessary that we have to pass all these fields. That's why I'm writing here partial equals to true, that you have to pass. And after this line, we have to check if serializer dot is valid. Is valid is a function on serializer class. It checks if the data is according to our requirement or not, means user has passed correct data from client or not. And if it is valid, we will save it, serializer dot save, and we can return a response like this. And in else condition, what I would like to do is return a bad request response. So we are going to write like invalid data provided into the body, so that user can understand that something is wrong with the body. And if there is some problem on client side, we need to give a status code under 400. So 400 indicates bad request, means something went wrong with the client's data. So I think this would work now. And similarly, we have to write for a delete method also. So let's complete it also, so that we can check both these APIs together. So to delete also, we just need to write similar in a similar fashion. We will fetch the nodes object first, which node we want to delete using this ID. And for that, I am writing a ORM query. So that's a ORM query which will fetch the node that is going to be deleted. And after this ORM query, we are just going to delete this object and return a response. But there is one problem in this. Let's say that I'm passing a 204 status code here. 204 status code is for no content found. So it is saying that this it is basically used for delete methods. We want to inform users that no content found for this URL now, because this is deleted. And one thing that I would like to catch here is, uh, if suppose this no someone passes a wrong ID here, some random ID, then this will give an error, because this line will produce an error, because it will try to find out that ID in our database and it will be not present here, and this query will fail and it will give an error, and which will produce 500 500 error, 500 status code error. So remember one thing, you have to avoid always this 500 error. It should not come at any cost from your backend. If 500 error is coming, it means something is not good in your backend code, and you have to fix it. In most of the cases, it is like edge case handling or exception handling. You can say you have to handle exceptions very clearly. So what we have to do, we have to just write it in a try catch block. I think you are familiar with this. If you are not, yeah, I will suggest you to go and brush up your Python concept once. So you have to put all these in a try block and accept. Node does not exist. This is an exception that will be raised. In that case, we are returning a response that node with this given ID does not exist, and a status code of 404. And as I already informed you, that any status code bit in the range 40 and 500 499 is client side error, means it is something wrong with client. So if someone types random ID and it is not present in our database, it will inform them that there is some problem on your side, not on the backend side. And if 500 error is coming, it means you have not handled the edge cases correctly. So this is how we can create these two APIs also, and it is very easy. You just need to fetch that object and then delete. And in this case, we are updating that object using serializer. And don't worry if you're not getting these two things, because we are going to cover this in very detail in the next videos. In this project, I was like, the motive was just to show you how easy it is to build APIs with Django, how we can create 5 different kinds of APIs for a model very easily, so that you can get understanding like how everything is going to work in Django. Now we will see in detail how serializers are built, how we can modify it, how we can write custom serializers, how we can add more and more validations to it. We are going to see everything in the next video, so just stay tuned with this series, so that you can get more of it. So now I will like to start the server and test the project. So the to start server, the command is very simple. Just write python manage.py run server, and this will start the server. And I will be using Thundercloud like in the previous video, and I'm going to create a new request, and that will be same like this. But in this new request, I need to pass ID also, because we are going to delete. So let's say we are going to delete the first delete and update. So we are going to try with the uh, first note here. So first, let's try to fetch notes and see if any note is present or not. So I'm hitting a get request on this API, on this URL. If you can see here, the first URL, I'm hitting a get request on it, and it is providing me the results here. The one only and one note we have present here. So it is the response is coming with just one note. Now I would like to update this note with a patch method, and I would like to show you how it is working. So we can change method from here. We can create a patch here, and in body, let's just copy it and see if we can update a particular field. So I don't want to update ID, and even I can't update ID because it is a read only kind of thing. So I'm just going to update my title here, and I'm going to write my patched updated title, and let's see if it is updating or not. We have to remove this also. So this has to be the body. We have to pass everything in JSON, and the field name and the value that we want to update. So initially it was my updated Django course. Now it must be my patched updated Django course, and we are updating a single field only. Here you can see in post input method we need to update all the fields, but in patch we can update a single field. Hence we can update our data partially. Now I will hit a patch request and see if it is working. And it is saying JSON parse errors, and you can say status code 400 means there is something wrong with our client, means the front end that we are using. So here I have added extra comma, that's why we are getting that error. So let's try it. Now you can see node partially updated successfully. You can see this, and you can also see the status code 200 means the request is success. And we can check it by hitting a get request, and we should see the title now, my patched. But we okay, so this error is coming because we are passing a URL here with ID 1, and for get request for now we have just one URL which shows all the nodes, so we can use remove that one and hit this request. And now you can see in title we have patched updated Django course. It means we have successfully updated our title. Now I would like to hit the delete request so that you can see if it is working or not. So we have to write the ID of the node that we want to delete. So I want to delete the only and one node object in my database. So I need to pass the ID of it, which is one, and I will select delete method here, and I will send the request, and you can see the status code 204 that we have already set here in delete method, that if it is successful it will give 404. And so it means it must be deleted. And now I will try to hit a get request again on this API so that we can see sorry, this URL is not present. So now in get request also you can see that it is coming empty. It means now there is no node object available, means we have successfully deleted. So you have seen uh, how API we can build APIs. I built all the 5 kinds of APIs for you: get, post, put, patch, and delete. Now you can create more APIs for like as per requirements. For example, if you want to create one API to get a particular view, you can write that also. You just need to add a primary key here, and it will fetch all the like the respected view, the respected node view which you have requested through that ID, like this. So you need to pass ID and URL, and you can see that node only. So this is how you can create APIs here very simply. And in next video I will explain you in detail like what are these terms, what are serializer, how we can customize it, and I will go deep dive in. I will dive deep in models and serializers, and I will also show you some customizations that we can do in APIs, and what are these request objects and what data they contain. I will explain you everything so that you will get a clear understanding of what is happening behind the scenes, and there will be no black box inside your mind after watching this series. So please make sure you watch it till end. And if you don't understand, if you have so many doubts inside this, you can ask in comment. And if you're not getting it completely, don't you don't need to worry about it, because we are going to like understand everything in very detail. It was just an overview of a project, that how we can build APIs very fast in a simple way using Django. So I hope you liked this video, and please stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.